Everyone, apparently the internet's full of idiots, so I have to make a follow-up video so people know that I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not best pleased about this. I had a comment to my taping video saying that why don't you just, use proper jewellery and use proper waiting times. I'd just like to point out that yes, my ears are 12mm and I've been stretching since I was 18. Now, considering I'm 23 this Saturday, it's quite a while. I didn't just get my ears pierced and ram a taper through it. It's not like I got my ear pierced then ran this for it, is it? Taping method is only for when you have been waiting the 6 weeks between stretching, between going up one size to another. Not skipping sizes, not going up 2 at a time, not going up a whole spiral at a time, going up 1mm at a time per 6 weeks. I personally would wait perhaps 3 months, so let's say 6 weeks is just under 2 months, so wait 3 months. Should we go through all the basics then? Right, when you get your ears pierced, you have to wait till they're healed before you stretch them. So say you had them pierced, I don't know, like an idiot at Claire's, and you got your ears pierced with a gun. Now, not ideal, but what can you do? Those idiots do it these days. Just like those idiots shove tapers through their ears. Now, you wait till your ears are healed. You do not twist jewellery. You don't use any of the other silly advice that Claire's give you. You don't use the silly saline crap they give you. Just let them heal. Just leave them alone. Like a cut, you don't keep picking the scab if you want it to heal, do you? No, so you won't keep twisting it and fiddling with it and basically annoying it. Then once it's healed, let's say with standard jewellery it's 1mm, 0.8mm, so then you would go up to 1 or 1.2, and then you'd go up to 1.6 perhaps. Or if you were smart enough to go to an actual piercer and you got your ears pierced properly with a needle, if you were intending to stretch, you can actually get them pierced at a higher size. You can get it pierced at 2mm perhaps, or even 2.4. But still, you wait till it's healed before you stretch it. You don't skip. You don't be impatient. Stretching, you need patience. So then from 1.6 you go to 2mm. From 2mm you go to 2.4. Now, at worst you can skip 2.4 and go to 3mm, but it's very unlikely the ear is going to let you do that. Because after 3mm you can go 3.2. I mean, that's a very tiny stretch. But some people's ears aren't stretchy, which is why the taping method comes in handy. Although the taping method is really for bigger sizes because you are stretching 1mm at a time, and that is too much for some ears. Now imagine you're trying to force, like some people have stretchy ears, so imagine you're trying to force a 2mm stretch in your lobe after a couple of weeks. Like it's not going to happen, is it? So you're not going to do that to any other piercing. It's the same with if you're stretching perhaps your labret or a cartilage piercing. You wait. Except you have to wait longer with cartilage piercings. Also, it takes longer for cartilage to heal than it will lobes. Opposed to popular belief, cartilage does swell a lot. Right, this is a sort of recommended jewellery. This is, well, not in a fresh piercing. This is stainless steel, so it's not ideal for a fresh piercing. Just like in my lips would be titanium in my cheeks, or actually I have PTFE in my cheeks. But I'll probably have to do a follow-up video for my cheeks too because someone criticised that. Now, because I'm going to assume you're idiots because of that one comment person, even though really I don't think you're idiots, obviously, because I wouldn't have made a video assuming you knew the right way to stretch and giving a little bit of advice on how to help stretching. So, these are double flares. These you cannot get in your lobe straight away. Right, this one is 10mm, in fact they're both 10, and I think you'll find the stone has a bigger flare. It just looks bigger. Yeah, it just looks bigger. It has a longer wearable area. Let's be technical. Yeah, that's correct. Single flare. Oh no, no flare. That was no flare. This is a single flare. Now, single flare and no flare, they're ideal for taping. Obviously, you can taping. Single flare is actually even better because, obviously, with no flare, as you put in, tape will just come straight back off. So at least single flare gives it something to hit against. Also, little correction on my video. Well, correction. When I said that I change it every 3 to 4 days, that doesn't mean I add more layers. Sometimes I literally just change it and add the same amount of layers. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to want to leave something in your ear that you've not cleaned. That's not hygienic. It's like someone putting acrylic in the ear and not cleaning their ear. Their ear is going to get very smelly and itchy. As I said before, if you don't clean the lobes, they're going to get itchy. And yeah, I'm actually being quite a bitch on this video because it bugs me. I've got an exam on Wednesday. And yeah, I'm having to make this follow-up video because someone's an idiot. Never use spirals as jewellery. Ta-da! Always go up using these. Now I have actually got some stuff at smaller sizes. Like I've got these bullets here. They're actually septum bullets, but a friend of mine used them to stretch up and then I borrowed them. I haven't actually used any of them. I just used them to see how far my ear was when I was taping. Oh, insertion pins. Another lovely tool to help you stretch. But it doesn't mean you're going to leave these in your ear, does it? No. Have a nice little dent in the end so you can put your jewellery in there and feed it through. Now, jewellery that is not good for a freshly stretched piercing, obviously tapers, obviously spirals. There are certain materials that aren't so great. Acrylic, obviously, it's one of them. I've already mentioned acrylic. Steel can sometimes be bad. Wood you don't want to put in a freshly stretched piercing. You want that in a healed stretch. Glass is brilliant. Titanium, brilliant. Some people react to steel though. I've got steel in my ears at the moment, but because I'm taping over them, obviously my ears aren't making contact with steel, so for me that's okay. If I keep stealing for long periods of time, it can make my ears very itchy and sensitive. I don't have any problem with anywhere else. We've actually got steel balls on at the moment. Right, what other basics should we go through? Right, here we go. Here's something ideally to start stretching with. A lovely little libret. Nice and small. And also discreet, so if you're hiding it from work. Oh, lovely glass plug there. That is 11mm. I can't remember what it would be in American sizes. No, I'm not good at that. But I mean, if you go on the Bath website, you'll find it all. And by Bath, I mean Body Art Forms. Just in case people don't know that. Right. Here's some jewellery I took out of a friend's piercing. Or ear piercing. Look at that. Funny enough, that's actually an earring, shaped like a screw. Look how dirty it is, and he had that in his ear. Yum. And another dirty thing. Little combos. But what you probably can't see is that it's gone all green around the jewellery and the butterfly. Really, really gammy. That's the thing, obviously, because these are mostly just coated. Really, really bad for it is. It needs to be proper silver or titanium, personally, I think. But there you go, some people don't do it right. But this is all just to show you I do. So I took that out of his ears and I made some proper jewellery in. When stretching, it's probably better not to have rings. It's like a fresh piercing. It's like here with my conch. I have a wall closure ring, but that isn't what I had pierced with. I had pierced with a straight barbell. Easier for healing. The only problem is when you do put a ring in after having a straight piercing, you have to, it irritates it, you have to heal it again. Anything else people need to know? Any other thing that I seem to be clueless about? Hold on, let me just read that person's comments again. Let's see, because obviously like, I'm a retard. Oh yes, apparently supply horrible information that will make professionals want to rip my ears off. To be honest, you've got to be doing a lot wrong for professionals to rip your ear off. To be fair, a lot of them will recommend going up two at a time, 2mm at a time, and they actually offer stretching in their shops. They will try and force a taper through your ear. So really, for professionals, does that say much? But professionals also use guns. Does that make them professional? Does that mean they're someone that you should take advice from? See, I personally wouldn't be pierced by anyone that doesn't have piercings or visible piercing. I know it seems quite, I don't know, stuck up or stupid or naive. I think it's more naive to get pierced by someone who has no piercings. How can they tell you how your piercings should or should not heal when they don't have it themselves and they haven't experienced it? It's ridiculous. Right, now I've made a mess because I've got bars, jewellery, plugs, spirals, everything, everywhere. Oh, look, this is a perfect example of a teeny, weeny, 3mm tamper with the ovals. I didn't do this fast. I did, admittedly, at 5mm I used a spiral to get to 6. I did dirty blowout. Don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. I didn't do it again. It's simple. And personally for me, as I go up in sizes, sometimes it's a little easier just to tape it. And cheaper. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't find the smaller sizes, like the in-between sizes. Online, you can find 5mm, you can find 7mm, you can find 9. I mean, this is 9. Look, lovely little 9. They exist. I mean, and if you don't go to their expense, PTFE tape is like £1 from like B&Q or Homebase or any other shop, or as someone pointed out, any plumbing shop. But it doesn't mean it's unhygienic. Change it, clean it. Simple. Do you not shower every day? If you're showering every day or showering every other day, minimum, it's not unhygienic. It's unhygienic if you're not cleaning yourself or your piercings. I mean, I don't clean any of my piercings now. I've had them a stupid amount of time now. My cheeks are almost a year old. My lip piercings I've had since I was 18, 19. Like I said, I'm turning 23 this week. It's not like I don't know what I'm talking about. There's nothing wrong with them. They don't need cleaning, they don't crust up. If they were, it would show they're not healed. They're healed. Probably the newest piercing that you can see on me is my nostril. And it doesn't hurt, it's not swollen anymore, it doesn't crust up, it doesn't lymph. All the rest. Anything else people want to criticise me for? Because I could do this all day. Even though I should be revising. Now kids, stay in school. Bye bye.